I'm back. Today is an interesting day because I am getting my dad set up with virtual reality station so that he can pioneer the Matrix. Welcome back. If you're new, please hit the like and subscribe button and help me get to 10,000. I do not make any money from any of these videos. YouTube actually demonetized my entire channel without warning very recently, about a month or two ago. And I have no idea why. It wasn't because of anything I did wrong, because I was already on good terms for months and months, if not years, where like I didn't have copyright strikes or anything like that. So if you wouldn't mind just helping me out, I want to try to get my subscriber level if I can. Like, first of all, I want to get to 10,000, but secondly, if I can get to 100,000, I'm pretty sure I have a friend who's got like 250,000, and he told me that once you reach 100K, you get in touch with like customer service. Because for like the little guys, the little channels like me, I don't have any customer service at all from YouTube. It's awful. If you want to just help me out, make me feel good, tell me that you appreciate these videos, that you like what I'm doing, that you want me to keep doing what I'm doing and keep putting out content like I have been, then please hit like, please hit the subscribe button. If you really like it, hit the bell and get the push notifications. Other than that, I'm Kevin Hackett. This is The Startup Life. Basically what I do is I do screen printing and embroidery. I have a startup business. I started in my closet in a little like 3 foot wide by 4 foot deep closet. And then I moved and I got started in my basement with like a basic setup. And then now I have a big garage out here. So this is my new workspace. Eventually, I hope to bring that out and expand that to be twice as big because I have a giant driveway that we can push it up into. But that's going to take probably years depending on how fast and hard I want to work, and I'm still figuring that out as I go. I've gone through phases where I'm like, I just got to work every freaking day, all day, every day, even on the weekends, and make as much money as I can and grow my business as big as I can. And that's all great stuff, and I still want to do that sometimes, or I think I do to an extent, but I'm also just kind of figuring things out as I go, like I said. And I'm now 27 years old as of last month, and I just kind of like felt like I hit a wall where I was like, holy crap, I'm 27 years old, like where did my 20s go? Because I've been spending so much time building this business, and I'm really grateful for everything I have, and I'm really proud of everything I've done with this business, and I'm happy where my life's at, and I feel like I've come a really long way and everything. But I also just I feel like I've sacrificed a lot to get here, and so now I'm kind of at a point where I want to like make the most of my time, not just through working and making money and growing my business. I'm now at a point where like I own a house. I still have to pay the house off, and I still have to do some renovations, as you can see. And I still have to get the shop where I want it to be and get some equipment for that. And I'm getting like a recording studio going in here. Here's my messy music room. Thank you guys for joining. And I'm going to just kind of show you my day. Today I have to go to the bank. I have to go to my vendor and pick up probably about 5 different orders, I think. I'm doing samples for one customer who's getting ready to place an order for like 500 items, which includes tote bags, 2 different colors of shirts, like 120 of red shirts and 100 and something of blue or whatever, 100 so tote bags, some pens. I have another customer who a couple customers I'm picking up for. We're getting like hats and other things, t-shirts and stuff. It's hard for me to keep track of everything mentally without referencing paper because I have so much going on right now. I have a new customer. This is his order details, and so I have to revise that for him because he was thinking about taking out a loan, and he's kind of in a financial bind, and I was just telling him like, just do it when you're ready. I don't want you to be put in an uncomfortable position just to try to place this order if he's already in an uncomfortable position. Rule number 1, look out for your customers and they'll look out for you. Don't do whatever you can just to make some money and just get a quick buck. Like if I wanted to, I probably could have told him like, yeah, just take a loan out and get that order placed and we can get that going. And you know, maybe he'd pay it off quickly, but maybe he wouldn't. So like, I'm not saying that like whatever I tell the customer to do is what they're gonna do. But he does take my advice, and I've helped him a number of times with like trying to start his business. And so he definitely like takes my opinion into account. And I want to operate from like good intentions, because I think in order to have a good business, you have to have good why did I just do this? In order to have a good business, you have to have good intentions. Otherwise, you can have like the facade of a good business. But if you have bad intentions in your heart and in your mind, then like you're not gonna have a good business. So what I'm doing right now, I have these artworks getting ready. So I have this one is an order that was just placed. Then I have this is the sample order for like the hundreds of garments. I have to print this art out. It's like a 6-color design. This is another order that was just placed, and then I have 3 or 4 designs that are out to a graphic designer right now that I need separated, which reminds me I have to tell one, never mind about that. I'm gonna say that to him now. So anyway, I had messaged 2 guys to do artwork because I didn't hear back from the first one, and then I sent the second guy the art, and I didn't hear back from him, and then the first guy got back to me, and he said he would do it. So now I just said like never mind about doing those because the first guy got back to me. It's all about time. Like I want to get this stuff going. And then I got, so this is going on 25 shirt fronts. It's 2 colors. And then it's also going on the backs. And then there's another 25 shirts that's getting a separate design for the same customer, which is one of the designs that we're getting color separated. This is a curse word. We are doing this for a YouTube customer. And this is for a local company. They build tree houses and they're freaking awesome. I actually worked on their TV show. They actually had a TV show on Animal Planet that I was hired for to work on as part of the film crew. And that's actually how I met the customer, the host, I guess he was the host. The main character of the show, it was like a reality show about this company who builds extravagant tree houses. The main guy, he's the owner of this company and he's now a customer of mine. So this is like the shirt front, this is the shirt back, and then this is another customer who, this guy was actually referred to me, he didn't come to me directly through YouTube, but he came to me through a guy who found me on YouTube who is what he calls a print broker. So basically what he does is he finds like a bunch of leads and then he sends me the leads and I give him a percentage of the profit. Well, actually I just give him a percentage of the net. So that's better for him. But yeah, so I have to print all these films, which is going to take a while just to print the films and get the artwork ready. And then I got to wash all the frames out in my garage. And then at that point, it might be kind of late in the day. And also at around 6 o'clock or so, my friend David Brown is coming over. I used to be in a band with David. I might cut to that right now. David is coming over and he is going to build a computer, a supercomputer. Just kidding, it's just a computer, but it's going to be used specifically and built specifically for virtual reality. My dad's 70 years old now. His body doesn't work the way it used to, and so I'm trying to get him set up with virtual reality because I think that would be a really good thing for him to do and be able to spend his time doing, and it's something that he can do. It's not something that's beyond what he's capable of doing. So hopefully that'll add some quality to his life, I guess. I'm gonna get going. I gotta go to the bank and get cash out to get these orders picked up. Then I have to stop at T-Shirt City and I have to stop at Sanmar to pick up the orders. And then I have to come back, print this artwork out, get the frames washed out. I really need to go grocery shopping. My cat is freaking hating his life right now because I need to go buy litter. And yeah, I need to get food too. I've been eating fast food. I haven't gone grocery shopping in like 6 freaking months. I'm gonna save so much money. It's so freaking expensive to eat out like I do. And I don't want to. Like I just, it's convenient and I guess I got used to it. Because like when I moved here, my kitchen wasn't ready. And I was like, I moved early from my previous house where I cooked at home all the time. And I saved a bunch of money doing that, by the way. And then I moved, my landlord kind of said I could stay there longer, and then he kind of backtracked on that. So I had to move out, and I stayed with my parents for like 2 weeks. And I was like, I hate this. I don't want to stay with my parents. I'm 26 years old. And then I went to my girlfriend's apartment for like 3 months. This house got far enough along to where I could live here. So I moved in here. The kitchen still wasn't ready though, so I had to eat out like all the time. And I've been eating out like every day almost, if not every day, for like months. And so now the kitchen's ready, but I'm used to eating out. I need to break the habit. So I'm gonna go to the grocery store, stock up on some goods, and then start cooking again. All right, I'm gonna go do the stuff I'm supposed to be doing. I just got done uploading my newest YouTube video, which is going up today, which when you see this video that I'm recording right now will probably be a week ago. And then also I just got done uploading footage for a show that I shot last week. It was like a Nigerian, like tribal African music band, and it was freaking super awesome. Like the energy was super high energy. People were dancing. I was on a gimbal. So it's like, if you don't know what a gimbal is, it's like a two-handed, it's got magnets and wires and motors and stuff. So it balances your camera basically. And I was just like walking around, filming the band. My girlfriend, I hired my girlfriend to shoot it with me. So she was on a tripod shooting that. And then we also had a third camera on a tripod as a master shot, which is basically a safety to cut back to. So we're gonna use like my footage mostly because that's the best. Then we're gonna use the other two angles when my shot isn't usable. They hired me to do 2 full song edits and then a highlight reel of the event. So I have a student from Ohio Media School where I used to teach who's interested in editing it for me. So he's gonna be editing that. I have to Google Drive that to him. And then I just sent out footage to Randall of Odd Header. Check out Odd Header. He's on YouTube. He has a channel with like 250,000 subscribers and he makes some really great content. He also hired me to shoot some footage for his band, and then I think we're supposed to be doing a music video at some point or another. At least that's what we've been talking about. Then I also have a wedding that we need to edit, so I'm gonna have my girlfriend work on that this weekend. I'm gonna line up the 3 different camera angles for the speeches, dances, and ceremony, and then I'm going to have her just cut the unusable parts out, and then I'll come back and I'll like polish it off and do the finishing touches and also teach her as I do it, because I'm trying to teach her how to shoot and edit because she's interested in it. And also if she develops those skills, then we would become a pretty good team. I've also been talking to her about maybe like helping operate my wedding videography business, since I've kind of put that completely aside at this point, but it is there still. I actually just got a call the other day and I was like, whoa, haven't got a call about doing weddings, and it was just like surprising because they just called me out of the blue and I haven't been marketing it. I don't think they're gonna hire me because I don't know, my heart's just not really in like doing wedding videos. I enjoy it and I'm good at it and I know what I'm doing, but it's just not me, I guess, to an extent. Like not to say I'm too good for it or I wouldn't do another one, I definitely would. And lastly, I'm going to drop these off to Newport High School. These are DVDs that I burned of a high school musical that I shot, and then I'm actually shooting another one for them at the end of this month. All right, I'm gonna go get the stuff done that I need to get done. I just got back from the grocery store. I just want to point out, this is a memory for me when I get older and I can look back and remember how helpful my parents were. Just new litter box in use.
He's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I just bought a bunch of Tupperware so I can start doing like meal preps. My first time ever having my refrigerator somewhat full. This is beautiful.
Where's your milk?
I don't drink milk. Milk is for babies. It feels freaking great. I'm gonna go get my orders from my vendor now.
Are you talking to the
I'm talking to the
community
camera.
at large?
To the community at large, yeah. Gary in action, getting videotaped while he uses the bathroom. How do you feel, Gary? He's pissed. He's like, fuck you. All right, I'm at my vendor, T-Shirt City. I'm about to pick up like 4 or 5 orders, and then I have to run to Sanmar real quick before they close. I just wanted to show you guys my cheddar. Boom! Screen printing pays. If you ever want to start your own business, I would support that notion because it's a good thing to do. So T-Shirt City moved. That's not T-Shirt City, but behind me is. It's like the same kind of building. They just built it actually. So basically they expanded twice the size of what they originally were, and they were already huge, so they're pretty massive now. Look how long this building is. Kind of hard to drive and show you at the same time. I would stop and get a better shot, but kind of in a rush because I have to get to my other vendor, and they close at 6 and it's 5:51 right now. For some reason one of my orders was not there, so they had looked it up and apparently it was placed as COD, which means I have to pay the delivery truck driver when he gets it. All right, here's Sanmar. This entire building to the right of me is Sanmar. It's massive. It might actually be about the same size as T-Shirt City nowadays, now that T-Shirt City has moved, but this building is freaking huge. It's got 2 floors to it as well. Okay, mission accomplished. I got all the goods. I want to bring my camera in these places, but I feel a little weird like putting people on camera. But I want to because they're such characters, you know, everybody's got their own character, so. All right, I gotta call my vendor now to talk to my account representative about waiving the COD fee since it was supposed to be for customer pickup and then getting free shipping on those hats. And then I'm on my way home to meet up with David to help him set up virtual reality with my dad. Okay, I got that sorted out. I'm a little annoyed right now, a little frustrated because I wasn't able to talk to my account rep because he was out for the day, but pretty sure he would have done it for me, but she said she wasn't able to. Basically, she gave me free shipping on the hats, which was cool. And then she canceled the COD fee on the other order that was supposed to be customer pickup. I think it was my fault and it wasn't a technical error, so I couldn't use that to my advantage. But basically, she said that because she was giving me free shipping on the hats and canceling the COD fee on the original order, that she couldn't also give me free shipping to resend me that order. Which I'm pretty sure my account representative would be okay with doing that because I do a lot of business with them like every year. And pretty sure that wasn't really a lot for me to ask them to do that. And she kind of just like explained that she couldn't do that. And that was her reasoning, being that like they can't just keep doing that for people because it would be a slippery slope in short. But I didn't want to split hairs about it. I guess I could have been like, oh, I'll just talk to my account rep, or oh, yeah, I'm sure you can do this. I do all this work with you guys, and you know, I probably should have maybe done that, but I just didn't want to bother with it, I guess. Anyways, I am almost at my parents' house to get this VR setup going, and I'm excited. All right, goodbye. Buddy, how you doing? Stop. I'm here with David.
So I hope that in the off season, that the people that come over here would be easy marks.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
This is kind of the entertainment room.
The next day. All right, so my battery died last night when I was super excited to start filming the making of the computer for my dad. Of course, my battery dies. I am about to go over to the house, my parents' house right now. I just found my backdrop. Got a backdrop, some stands with like a drape over it. David has to leave because he's a Dungeons and Dragons dungeon master, I think. So yeah, like I said in my previous video, I'm a huge nerd. So is David. We like to nerd out. Come at me, bro. I'm a freaking nerd. But like, yeah. I got Steve coming over later. We're gonna work on some music. I have to get these frames ready to print these orders. I'm gonna try to print them over the weekend so that this coming weekend can move on to new orders. Stuff's really moving along. I can't talk well. Things are just rolling right along, huh, Gary? All right, well, that's all I wanted to say. By the way, yesterday I put that video up, and it's been up for a day now, and it got, within a couple hours, 4 likes and 4 dislikes. If you guys don't like my content, I'm sorry. Please don't watch my channel, or let me know why you don't like it. If you do like it, please hit like and subscribe and let me know, because I'm starting to get very discouraged with YouTube. I have all these things I want to do, and I feel like it's only my fault that I haven't like gotten there yet, but I'm just kind of really more frustrated with myself than anything. But like seeing that amount of dislike for something that I took time to edit and everything, like I'm not saying it's undeserving, but it's just discouraging as hell. Just want to do a better job for everybody. I know I've been saying it forever, and I'm sorry that I haven't yet, but I don't even want to say that either, because like I feel like I just keep saying sorry and then not changing anything. I'm gonna start freaking making this content better. I have to. I don't want to give up on YouTube, but it is super discouraging when like I've been putting out content that I'm not even that hyped about. I'm not that excited about. I know it could be way better, especially given my background and my experience and all the equipment I have and the resources and the people I know and everything. Like, I know this couldn't be so much better. And so I'm honestly, if anything, I'm more disappointed in myself than anything. But I don't want to give up on YouTube, because YouTube's been like a dream of mine for a very long time. And if you guys support me or you want to support me, if you guys support me and you want to support me, please hit like, please subscribe, because that stuff does mean a lot to me, and it really does tell me and show me like this isn't, you know, I know it's not for nothing anyway, because I've had a lot of people reach out already and say like I motivated them to start a business, or like I got them into printing, or I helped them in some way or another, and like that makes it worth it for sure. Plus I've gotten a ton of orders from it, so it's totally worth it. But it's just very discouraging when you put content out and like you yourself don't even feel good about it, and then on top of that like it gets a lot of dislikes, and it kind of sucks. And I'm more frustrated with myself than anything. I can't really be frustrated with other people, because I know at the end of the day like the content can be way better, and that only falls on me and my shoulders and how I organize producing these videos, which at the moment is like zero budget and little planning. So I really need to step it up. I was on the phone with Steve for like 2 hours last night talking about like how we're gonna approach our music, and we also talked about YouTube for a long time. And I just want to figure this out, because it really does bug me that like I am where I am with it right now, even though I have a lot to be grateful for. I want to do it better than I am now. David has to go soon, so I gotta go. Here's another thought. I was thinking like maybe my expectations are too high, but I think it's like instead of lowering my expectations, I should raise my effort. A lot of people do that though, like set their expectations really high and they fall short and they get discouraged, which is exactly how I feel right now. But they're not putting in the amount of effort that they need to really make what they want and they say they want to do happen. I mean, I know there's more to it than just effort. Like sometimes there is luck involved, but I always love the expression luck is when preparation meets opportunity. So it's like if you prepare yourself and you're always kind of like actively trying to prepare for an opportunity, then you're like lucky. So I mean, I could say that with my music, I could say that about my business. You could say that with YouTube too. I mean, some people, they just kind of strike gold all of a sudden, and it's like kind of hard to predict like if a video goes viral. I mean, in some cases it's kind of predictable, but like a lot of like smaller and unknown channels that hit, like I have a friend who was on YouTube for a long time and had less subscribers than me, and then at least when I met him, he did, and he was growing quickly, and he was putting out, you know, he was putting a lot more effort into YouTube, and he was growing, but it still wasn't that fast. I think he got to like 50,000, and then the bottle flipping craze came out, and he just started doing a bunch of bottle flipping videos, and they were getting like millions of views, and it was just like they just put him on the map. Like he's got like 500 subs now. I think David's calling me. I'm here with my dad right now, and we've been setting up virtual reality. Well, David's been setting everything up. He's doing all the work. But
He's taller than I am.
so he's bitter about it. Look at this cat. Hey, kitty.
Yeah.
You look comfy. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. She's like the sweetest cat ever. We found her in the thorn bush in my parents' backyard when I was a kid.
Oh, honey, no way. No way.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Don't you want to say hi to the camera?
Hello.
My mom is sick.
I'm sick.
What are you sick with?
I might have the flu.
Maybe I should stand a little farther
get
away.
out of here. Let me know when
Just wanted to bother you.
check.
Did you already write one?
No.
He had to pick up an extra cable, so we have to add that to that. Okay.
All right, after you, Kev.
All right.
So I'm gonna have to leave in like 12 minutes.
Okay.
I didn't put a Windows key in,
Okay.
so under the settings, there's activate Windows as an option.
Okay.
You'll have to do that, and that's where it'll prompt you to buy.
Okay. This is the VR setup we got going on. Check it out. If It'll focus. There it is. That's like struggling so hard to focus right now.
Memory frequency. There we go. That's what I wanted. Disable fast boot. Boot option 1. Yep.
Does it make a cool noise? It's not like Mac. Dong.
Well, there's also no speakers.
Republic of Gamers. That's what I like to see.
So when you go to set up the room setup and you're setting up the chaperones, you'll take a controller, pull the trigger, and you'll mark as you walk around. Keep it about a foot in from the wall, from the counter, from any hazards, just to minimize the chance of somebody smashing a mirror or whatever.
We don't want that.
Other than that, I just have games to get.
Okay.
That should satiate everything,
Yeah.
but I have to go.
All right. Thank you.
I hope you have fun. You will, when you get the keyboard and mouse, left click on the desktop, and there will be a thing that says display settings, and change it to 1920 by 1080.
Okay. Got it.
You're still filming that, right?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. I have it for
Because
reference.
that's important. Other than that, literally, open Steam, click the VR thing,
Okay.
Steam VR room setup, you're done.
Download any game you want.
Yeah, and download the games you want, and make sure it'll say like VR in a little thing on the right hand corner when it's a VR game.
Okay.
So.
And then, so like when I'm playing VR, I just double click here for like the VR app, and then
you
whatever.
Just click it once and it'll open.
And then whatever games we've downloaded already, they're in there.
And they're in their own VR section at the bottom of
Okay.
games.
Cool. Okay, the VR is downloading. I'm about to go get food for myself and my parents. My dad's watching me vlog, and he's smiling. There is his. Oh shit! It's all dark. Damn it. I have to repeat that because it was dark. If you're wondering why I'm saying the same thing twice. All right, the VR stuff is downloading.
Smooth.
Thanks, Dad. Okay, the VR stuff's downloading. We still got a few things left to do. I got to pick up a mouse and some sort of port to connect things. And then once the apps are done downloading, I have to download Steam. Or no, I have to download the game apps and the VR app. And then we can start playing after we configure the room so that we know where the walls are and stuff. Check it out. Amazon Alexa. How old are you?
That question is as easy as 2 + 2.
I guess that means Alexa's 4. I don't know. My sister just set that up for them.
Hey, what's up, Kev?
Fucking vlogging, bro.
Did you?
What's up, man?
Did you get like Jimmy John's or something?
No, I was at my parents' house.
I assumed you were
Hey.
at Taco Bell. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
Nice that we got our first encounter on camera.
It's Kev.
Memories.
Now you can look back at it forever and be like, hey, that's the first time I'm at saying.
Right, yeah, I vlog. I'm a weirdo. Right, here. You film? It's recording.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Slime Steve.
Say Slime Steve.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start vlogging band practices. That'll probably be the most interesting footage I can get.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You get to look at stuff all day. That's gonna bring like
Right, that's what'll get the female audience interested. Because we have like
I'm set, I
I think I have like less than a 1% female. Yeah, so far. Yeah, you can get the demographics and everything.